I'm Nick Van Maren. I'm originally from Orcas Island, and I live in Bellingham now. I'm a Troller Point Fisheries deckhand for Mark Hofmann. I'm 21, and I've been doing this about 4 years, basically ever since I graduated high school. I haven't always wanted to fish, but I've worked for Mark doing various other things all through high school. I've been close friends with both of his kids. And then one day when I was 17, he asked me, "Hey, do you want a job fishing in Alaska?" And I said, "Sure," not knowing what I got myself into, and I've been kind of hooked ever since, going back every summer. When I'm not fishing, I work as a volunteer firefighter in Bellingham. I also help Mark with any kind of boat projects, whether it's maintenance or upgrades. I'll help him do dock sales. Biggest fish I ever caught would probably be about a 150-pound halibut. He was almost 6 feet long, almost as tall as I am. And the biggest king salmon I ever caught would probably be about a 40-pound king salmon. You know, I've seen quite a few that are 40 pounds, but none any bigger than that, and let me tell you, 40 pounds is a pretty big fish. Favorite place to fish in Alaska would probably be out west of Yakutat or out west of Lituya Bay. Those are both pretty nice places, especially when the weather's nice, when it's sunny out, because the fish tend to sit up right near the beach and you're fishing in shallow water and it's blue glacier water, so it makes you feel like you're in the tropics if it's any bit warm at all. And you got a nice little place to go anchor up when you're done fishing and you're out of the weather. My favorite thing about fishing with Troller Point is getting out there and getting to work hard and being out in the great Alaskan wilderness and seeing so many interesting things, whether it's different places, whether it's whales, different fish, and that sense of accomplishment you get after a really long, hard day of work, where you catch a lot of fish and you come in and you're tired and you're dirty and you just feel really accomplished. A typical day of fishing, Mark will usually wake up a little bit before us, and he'll pick the anchor up and run us out to the fishing ground, and then we'll wake up and we'll come out and we'll clean up any fish, process any fish and freeze them that Mark caught before we woke up. And then by that time, you know, we'll come in, we'll have a little bit of breakfast. It might be about 6:30 by that time. Have some breakfast and have some coffee for a little bit, you know, finish waking up, and then we'll go back out and we'll catch more fish, and that'll usually bring us up until lunchtime, and we'll come in and make some lunch. We eat a lot of people ask if we only eat fish up there, but we eat totally normal food. We just stock up at Costco before we leave and just eat like any other person would. Around dinner time, we'll clean up, we'll put everything away, and we'll get ready to finish working. And while we're doing that, Mark will make a nice dinner. Sometimes there's fish, but most of the time it's not fish, actually. And then we'll, you know, around 11 o'clock or midnight, we'll head down to our bunks and get a quick 6 hours of sleep in, and then it all starts again the next day. The hardest part about fishing for me would have to be the hours. It can be pretty long hours. You generally are up at the crack of dawn and you don't stop fishing until the sun goes down, or even after. Basically whenever the fish are hungry, and they tend to be hungry whenever it's light out. So you can get, you know, 18-hour days when you're salmon fishing, and we've had 24-hour days when we're halibut fishing. So you just never really know, and that's kind of what makes it the hours hard, is not knowing what's coming. Yeah, I've had a really good time working for Troller Point Fisheries. If you'd like to know any more about anything you've heard so far, you can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/trollerpointfisheries, or go to our website, trollerpoint.com, and there's plenty more information there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick Van Maren. Have a good one.